Hello, I'm Alex Mansfield, the host of Manny Talks Shooting, and welcome to another episode. This is the shooting podcast where I talk to individuals all across the shooting industry. We'll talk competition, self-defense, concealed carry. If you like this content, check out our YouTube channel, Manny Talks Shooting. And without further ado, let's get to this episode. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Manny Talks Shooting, the shooting podcast where I talk to people on the internet because I can, you enjoy it, and I guess you listen. That's what the analytics say, at least. So anyway, welcome back, guys, and we're going to talk about the awesome sponsor. It is Go Fast, Don't Suck. I'm not obligated to wear this hat. This just happens to be the hat that is closest to the recording studio, so boom, it's Go Fast, Don't Suck. So go get your hats, t-shirts, hoodies, because everyone knows it's getting cold. You want a hoodie. If you're a match, order your banners from Bill, because Bill beats all the prices anywhere, so go out and check Go Fast, Don't Suck out. They're awesome, and he supports matches. But anyway, let's get to today's guest. Today's guest is Mr. Matthew Wolff. How you doing, Matthew?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I am fantastic. It's a wonderful mid-December day. If anyone cares when this is being recorded, because it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt. So Matthew and I, we've been chit-chatting for a while now. It seems like I blame you, John Royer. It's all your fault.
Blame John.
Yeah, we all blame John.
Everything.
Yeah. So you're a very talented young. I still want to call you younger because you're like 10 years younger than I am, but. You're not a junior anymore.
No, that was end of July, ended in August. Yeah.
How does it feel to not be a junior?
It's different, but at the same time, not really.
Yeah. So do you look at all your junior trophies like I didn't earn those?
I got 2 in my wall.
Oh, only 2?
Yeah, there wasn't many. Most of the
Oh.
time, I got screwed over from not enough juniors at the match.
Yeah, that definitely has to be a problem.
Yeah.
But it's okay. Now you're playing the big boys. Now you don't get the junior title to play in that category anymore.
It would have been fun if I wasn't competing against Rob all daggum year.
Yeah.
All the trophies for me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Rob's just like, I'm just gonna go and shoot all these matches that Matt is.
Yeah.
Which is just how that works. But anyway, for people who don't know who are you and how did you get into shooting?
Well, I've been shooting since I was 10 years old. Dad kind of just brought me out to shooting to match one time, and then kind of been history since.
Now, did you start shooting USPSA right away, or did you start shooting like 22s or shotguns?
22s for a while, and then my first gun shooting at USPSA was a 22, and I swapped over MP9 for a little while, and then we got the 40s. So,
You and them 40 cals. I mean, it seems like
same 40 cal I've had for 6-ish years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm assuming you started in what, production or limited?
Limited. Well, I started with the 22.
Yeah.
Local range around here let us shoot 22s. Then I moved up into limited minor with 9.
Mm-hmm. Now, limited seems like to be the catching place for everybody when they start, at least back in the day. Now it seems to be everyone's just going to carry optics.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy limited while you were shooting limited in the beginning?
I mean, and at the time back in the day, it was just shooting with Dad and hang out with buddies.
Yeah.
I
Now,
didn't take it serious until 3-4 years ago.
oh yeah. Now, do you feel that you have the urge to go try production, or is it just not your thing?
No, I'm not counting 10 rounds.
Yeah.
I'm not John. I'm not going to do that.
I mean, yeah, that's a thing. I mean, or are you just a 2011 snob and only want to shoot 2011s?
We have a mechanic I was thinking about shooting CO with, but just never got to do it.
I mean, there's nothing wrong
No.
with shooting a canic. I mean, Nils proves that to everybody. He's just he's gonna take that canic and win. He's a savage though, but so you've been shooting limited and open primarily for the last couple years, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you had to pick one and you could only shoot one division for the rest of your shooting career, which of the two would it be?
Open.
Yeah. Just because red dots, right?
Not even just that. There's still competition there. There's limited dying out so fast right now. It's just
Well, good. I'm glad you say that. So I'll bring that back up later in the show, and we'll have a discussion about something about that I think might save limited. But anyway, Matt, have you taken any formal training, or have you just been
Um,
doing this all
actually,
on your own?
I have, but it was like 5 years ago. Bill Drummond had a class with juniors, and then Chris Daly did it the year after.
Mm-hmm.
But other than and Gary Byerly, which is a local guy. But other than that, it's been self-taught off YouTube, talking to people.
Mm-hmm.
I got fortunate to be around good shooters locally.
Well, yeah, and you can shoot all year long, it seems like down there, because you don't get any weather except hurricane season when you get rain.
That's a fun time.
Does it snow there, or is it just like snow and then disappears?
Rarely. It's like once every other year or so.
Yeah, that's not too bad, I guess, then, right?
Yeah,
So so currently you've gone back to the open gun, or are you still with the limited gun?
open gun.
Yeah. Well, and who's the builder on that gun?
So the parts were bought from Brazos and Tommy Guns put it together.
A local builder near you or something?
An hour or so away.
Oh, okay. How many rounds do you think that gun's got on it now?
Years on mine, I think. But we just had to change the slide from barrel recently-ish.
Yeah, so you shot the barrel out.
Now it's a whole different situation.
Sure. Gotcha. Makes sense. Anyway, what is that? What's riding that? RTS2, I'm assuming.
Yeah, RTSD on it.
Now, is it the new RTS2 or is it an older generation?
I think it's the Gen 5.
Okay.
I
6 MOA, 8 MOA, 10 MOA.
I think it's 10. It's 8 or 10. I
Yeah.
don't exactly remember.
Yeah. I much enjoy the 8 MOA. I wish I could have find it. I could have found a 10 though.
Yeah,
But
on 8, but I'm not 100% sure.
yeah, it's been one of those long days, guys. I don't know what's gonna go on with this. Better stop this. So you're still going to school, or did you get out of? Are you like in college now?
A year ago,
Yeah,
and I just kind of been focusing on shooting for past years.
yeah. Now, were you public school, homeschooled?
I was public school up until ninth grade, and then I went online school for last 4 years.
Now, did that give you the flexibility you wanted then, so you could go shoot more
Yes,
matches?
yes, but at the same time, I still had to be in class during road in the car and stuff because I never had the sick days.
Mm. So it was never like you can do the work on your own pace. It just happens you got to log in on the computer at a certain time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like whenever I shot nationals 2021, I had a paper due the day before I left, or it was the day we were leaving. Either way, I'm sitting at Nats worrying if I actually passed the paper because that was the one final grade I had for the class.
Yeah, that's not ideal. Yeah, because that's no fun. Having to worry about a paper that who someone's going to grade because it's what you turn it in the last day of class, right?
Yeah, I mean, I still had a week or two of class left, but that was the last day it was due. I'm like, yeah, this is great.
Yeah, yeah. So you're shooting kind of full time. You're kind of taking a side burner to anything going on. Does your dad make you do a bunch of crap at home?
More like mom, but yeah,
Oh well, I mean, she was your mom.
yeah.
So who does all the reloading, you or dad?
Dad.
Is it because he doesn't trust you?
But it's that back whenever I was younger, I was never pulling the handle fully, so there was bad bullets all the time, and also it's kind of quiet time.
Yeah. So do I need to send you? I guess I need to send you to John's shop so he can teach you how to reload, right?
Yeah, I mean he has all auto drives anyways.
Yeah. Does it mean he can't find something for you to crank?
Fair enough.
You get that single stage out or something.
So,
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so currently you're what looks like to be a master in limited and open.
Yeah,
Is your goal to make it to GM or not necessarily?
I've kind of said this before, but I don't really see myself focusing on getting into GM because I don't see myself competing with Shane in limited or Christian in open. I
Mm-hmm.
just, I'm not even competing at master right now, so
Yeah, at least not at that national level.
yeah,
Were you? Did you go to nationals in 2022?
no, I didn't.
Okay, couldn't remember if you did or not.
No,
So, so you're more content with being at that master level. Try to be there a master level at nationals then, instead of being a GM.
I'd rather be the top master than the bottom GM,
I mean, that is true. Uh,
especially when a top master is only midway GM. So
right. Yeah. I can agree with that. And that's definitely hard in that last that last 5% into GM but I honestly there's probably GMs that aren't even they shouldn't be GMs, they should be above a GM because like Christian and JJ, like those guys at the very top are like they're scary on how well they can perform.
yeah, I mean, I almost made GM in limited. I think I'm like 2% off or something.
Mm-hmm. Now down there in North Carolina, do you shoot a bunch of classifiers every match? Like, do you shoot a classifier each match or no?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, because for up here, it seems like it's hit or miss. Depending on the club, you may or may not shoot a classifier in that match. It's either you're going to get 6 field courses or 5 in a classifier.
Yeah, pretty much all the clubs I shoot around here always have a class for each one.
Yeah, and they're all the really old ones that are shot out, right?
Not always. I mean, I help pick the one for our very local club, so because my dad's the match director for it.
Oh, there you go.
So most of my classifiers that count are from there, but
Yeah, well, that's pretty cool. So, what other shooting goals do you have currently?
honestly, right now it's just be able to compete in master and
Mm-hmm.
not be that 70% I was whenever I was shooting open 2 years ago.
Yeah, and it's what you probably got a goal to be what the North Carolina champion in whatever division you pick.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
I was close for limited last year, but Jarrett beat me out for it.
Oh yeah. What, Todd?
Now, Jarrett Heinrich,
Oh, okay.
the local guy,
Yeah. Well, I
had
like it.
up to shoot limited, but he moved over to PCC.
Silly old guys with their PCCs.
I was looking forward to it. I mean,
Yeah, I could understand though because PCC Nationals was coming up, so it made more sense to.
it was like 2 weeks after or something like that.
So, well, what was it? This year, Carry Optics is right after North Carolina, so
That CO was right before.
oh, was it the weekend before, right?
Yeah, we moved our match because of CO.
Yeah, gotcha. Makes sense. But now that John's got a limited gun, do you feel the passion to go back to go shoot some more limited and go try to be John?
I mean, I shot limited against him last year whenever he was on the CZ, but he shot that thing well last weekend.
Mm-hmm. He had to send me plenty of screenshots where he's beating you, and to prove it.
Oh yeah, last week was not good for me. I mean, I was just kind of I haven't touched my gun in a month, so
Yeah, well, those breaks are good to be honest with you, because like I don't know, it's been a hot minute since I touched my gun. Not that I'm proud of how long I've not touched my gun, but it's been nice.
yeah. The last 2 3 months, I haven't really touched my gun at all.
Yeah,
After NC, it's just kind of been hanging out.
yeah. Well, I don't blame you there because we all need a break.
Yeah,
So late in your normal season, what's your training schedule like?
uh, pretty much a match every weekend, and then whenever we feel like going to the range for a normal practice day.
Yeah, are you the one pushing Dad to go to the range, or is Dad more like, "Hey, we're going to the range"?
It's more like that. Hey, we're going to the range because I wasn't a member for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting for my membership to be approved there. Then
Is it difficult to get approved for a membership?
Not really. There is a wait list, but I think since he was a member, I'm technically supposed to get be grandfathered in, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah. But it just lets you go to the range without him, essentially.
Yeah, pretty much.
And this is the same range that he's the match director of, I'm assuming?
It's the same range A6 NC has been at for 2 years now.
Oh, so Rowan. Okay. That's pretty nice. And then it's the lay of the land, you're very comfortable there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
I mean, A6 last year, I was there 5 days hanging out.
Yeah, but not working the match, just there, right?
I was hanging out with John and Nathan.
John being a bad influence. No, he's not. No, he's pretty good.
I pretty much grew up with him, so I'm kind of used to it.
Yeah. You get it, letting it pick on you a little bit. But he'll probably say that you deserved it, though.
Probably did, let's be honest here.
Yeah, that's kind of true. So how many majors did you shoot in total last year?
6, 7-ish, I think so, something like that.
Oh, okay.
South Carolina, Delmarva, Kentucky, PA, NC, 7-ish. Yeah, I was supposed to shoot 8, but Virginia got canceled.
Yeah, that kind of sucked that got canceled.
Yeah, that was supposed to be my one in October, but it got canceled, so we ended up not doing anything else.
Yeah, but hey, it gives you a little bit of an early start to your break.
Yeah.
Especially when not going to nationals, so.
Yeah.
You gonna try to go to nationals in 2023?
Probably not.
Yeah.
I just, like I said, I don't see myself competing at a national level yet. So I don't see it worth the money for me.
Right. Now, would what nationals would you try to compete in? The iron sights, or would you go to the open one?
I'm not sure. Probably would have been open since I'm focusing on that this year.
Yeah. You pretty much you shot limited this year due to the fact that your gun was kind of down, right? Halfway through.
I shot limited because at the beginning of the year we only had one open gun. So Dad wanted to shoot that, so I let him, and I kind of stuck with limited because I was already training it. So
yeah. So you haven't forgotten how to use the little bumpy things.
Day of A6. Rob remembers that one. I was so mad at myself.
Yeah.
I had like 10 mics in a day, and yeah, it was not going well.
Yeah, mics are bad on your friends. I shot Area 5 this year and I had too many, but I had like 13 on one stage because I zeroed the stage. The gun I couldn't finish. Those are always the worst. It's not even that the mics are the worst part. It's all those FTA, the failure to engages. Like, oh, no, thank you. But yeah, so, but most people probably don't know. You don't look like a normal 18-year-old person. You're a very, what are you, like 6'4"?
I'm only 6 foot.
Okay, only 6 foot. It's like built like a freight train. I'm gonna have to insert some picture of you really tall, like right now. But anyway, so have is there any plans for you to try to take any classes coming up, or not really?
I think me and Dad are going to take the Travis Tomasi class that's coming to Rowan in June, I think.
Is that because John's pressuring you, or that John?
No, not really.
Yeah. Well, especially nice when it's a class is that close, right?
Yeah. And also, I'm kind of to a point being self-taught isn't getting me anywhere else.
Yeah, I can see that because we only could go so far on our own levels of skill. Yeah. Sometimes we need somebody to show us what we can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would be probably pretty good for you. But I'm not gonna lie. And like I said, it's at Rowan. It's close. You can sleep in your own bed.
Yeah.
And Dad's gonna pay for the class.
I think he is. It might be an early birthday present.
Well, there you go. That's a pretty good early birthday present then.
Not sure how they're doing that one, but
yeah. Any is Dad going back to limited this year, or is he going? He's gonna stay open. So you have 2 open guns then.
Yeah, we have 2 of the exact same open gun.
Well, that's good. Now, what kind of grip is on your open gun?
Phoenix.
Oh, is it? Do you like the PT grips?
It's kind of just what I've always ran, so I'm just kind of used to it.
Yeah. Are you a thumb rest kind of guy or a no thumb rest?
Thumb rest.
All right, so I'm a nitro fin.
Nitrofin on my limited gun, then I Brazos thumb rest on my open gun.
Yeah. I didn't know Brazos made a thumb rest, so I might have to look that up now.
Yeah, I found that out by David Lyle. He had it on his MPA whenever I tried it out.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That makes sense. I'm surprised MPA hasn't made their own thumb rest yet, but I can also see why they don't because there's so many thumb rests out there.
I think they do now, but it comes with this mount.
Oh. No, maybe.
I think that's what David was telling me. I could be completely wrong.
I mean, maybe you never know. You know how people find something that looks similar and they tweak it and then they make it their own.
Yeah.
But hey, whatever floats their boat. I mean, like, I'm gonna have a thumb rest on my gun, but I have a range panda on my gun. It's gonna be on there. So
I just can't really shoot guns without thumb rest anymore. I've
yeah,
kind of trained a thumb rest on my limited gun, so it's just kind of
is it for the index point or are you actually like torquing down on it?
it's more for the index point, so I'm not all the way forward with my grip.
Gotcha. Yeah, you don't want to be, I guess, too far extended down or something. Maybe pushing the gun down that way. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I've been getting update pictures. For anyone who actually cares, my gun is being built. Got a message. I got a call today saying that it got tri-topped.
Ooh, look at you.
I know. Excited. It's being built. So we're getting there. But yeah, so that's kind of cool for you. Everyone needs more open guns, so everybody needs more open guns. So everyone go buy one. Go buy one from MPA people because David Lyle needs to keep his job. If they don't sell guns, he can't have a job.
Yeah. I shot a couple of them. They shot well.
Yeah. He's definitely taken the company leaps and bounds since he started. So fixed all their issues. Now they're coming out with guns left and right, like the IDPA gun, the Steel Challenge gun, the open gun, all the guns. Well, I guess we can answer some listener questions because these guys were dicks. It's okay.
Let me guess. John was in there.
I mean, they weren't terribly bad. Now I got to pull them up. Let's see.
I mean,
oh, come on. Don't fail me now, phone. You're failing me. It wants to go slow now for some reason. But hey, I mean, that's a normal thing, I guess.
yeah, my phone's been slow as all can be lately as well.
Yeah. Oh, so okay, no, never mind. These are all nice questions. The dick questions didn't get the dumb dick questions didn't get put in there. We'll start from your teammate Christina. I like to call them out because it means that they know that I'm listening and I'm paying attention. Where do you see yourself in 5 years in the shooting sports?
Oh, hopefully at the top of master, probably competing with a lot of GMs.
Yeah, you know,
division that's going to be with.
Yeah. Do you see yourself, or do you see yourself getting stuck with a girl and then going away from shooting and then leaving us forever?
But no.
Yeah.
I grew up with this. I'm not going to just leave it.
Yeah. But remember, girls and priorities.
Girls shooting.
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry, ladies. Matthew's going to be single for the rest of his life, I guess. But
More
it's
money.
more money for guns and primers. Now, do you see yourself shooting limited in 5 years or no?
Limited still going to be a thing 5 years from now, and not just completely dead.
Yeah, so it's like it could be like production now.
I don't know which division.
Thanks everybody for stopping in the middle of this awesome episode of Mr. Matthew Wolff. So we can't forget to talk about our sponsors though, because they are fantastic and awesome, and we need them. So anyway, don't forget, like I said in the beginning of every show, go fast, don't suck. Bill's been phenomenal, great support for the podcast and every one of the shooting sports. Go check out gofastdon'tsuck.net and tell him Manny sent you, please. We can't forget Hunter's HD Gold because Brian Conley is a fantastic human being and supports the shooting sports immensely. So if you need some shooting glasses, Hunters HD Gold is going to have you covered. If you want custom frames, provide them yourself. ANSI rated frame lenses, so they're phenomenal and fantastic. So you can't go wrong with getting some Hunters HD Golds for your shooting needs. And if you have an HSA or an FSA, go use them there because they'll take them. So anyway, huntershdgold.com. Don't forget, run over to dominatedefense.com and go support them and get an awesome Mach 1 speed belt combo because they're the best belts in the business, in my opinion. They'll last you 4 to 5 times longer than any double alpha premium belt on the market because they're fantastic and have the ratchet handmade in the USA. Don't forget, run over to divtechshop.com. Go get yourself an awesome 3D printed magazine pouch that's any color you want. Nathan's pretty cool. He might even make you a custom cap if you ask for it. But anyway, go over and use the code Manny Talks Shooting for 10% off of that order. Don't forget, run over to laughandload.com and go get yourself a official Manny Talks Shooting t-shirt. Help support me, help support Laugh and Load, my friends Tony and Jackie. They also run the Pew Time podcast, so check them out. They're great help for me in the shooting sport, so check them out. Awesome products. Go get yourself a Manny Talks Shooting shirt, an AFT Agent shirt, a Supreme Division Open shirt, because only shoot open, because that's how things roll around here. We can't forget my good friends Eric Steiner and Gianni Giordano over at rangepanda.com or RPG2 squared, or RPG squared, RPG squared is what we're going with it. Anyway, go check them out. Awesome things for your press, custom cut foam for your open gun or major manufactured pistols. Plenty of things there. Pistol stands that they just finished the next batch, so the last batch. So they're gonna be a little bit till the next one. But hey, get anything you need, CNC, 3D printed, laser cut, awesome things that are coming from them. It's been crazy seeing them leap and bound over and over again. So go check them out, rangepanda.com. Don't forget, if you want the finest steel targetry on the planet, you need to go over to targetsusa.com and go support Jason Wood over at Targets USA in Alaska, because maybe you can ask the wife and to go to Alaska, but you gotta ask her. Sorry, a little Steve Anderson joke there for everybody. But anyway, go check them out. Go get the Holy Monkey Swinger. Go to get some Rhino knockdowns or whatever you may need or whatnot. So anyway, targetsusa.com. Don't forget Tim Heron Shooting, the guy who kind of put me on the map and got me on the right way of focus and training and shooting and whatnot. And Tim Heron, so go find him on his schedule, timheronshooting.com. Go get a class while they're still open because they fill out kind of quick. Then last but not least, Chile Custom Gunworks. It's what my custom open guns being made with, Chile Custom Gunworks parts. So that's what you should too. So Chile Custom Gunworks or CCG, it's ccgunworks.com. Go buy some parts. Tell your builder if you want an open gun or a limited gun, you want Chile Custom Gunworks parts. Don't forget those custom awesome parts, those awesome grips, those go on staccato. Just to put them on staccato and make it even better. Make it a real gun. I don't know. Anyway, Chile Custom Gunworks. But we made it through all the sponsors of the show, guys. So until next time. Oh, wait, we're not leaving the show. We're going back to this awesome conversation with Mr. Matthew Wolff. Yeah. Well, I guess we can talk about this now. So here's my idea. This is not my original idea, but someone gave this to me and I was like, I like this idea. So you know how there's this talk of limited optics, right?
Yeah.
So, which is pretty essential, a limited gun with a red dot. Let's say we tweak this. We put limited optics into limited, but you have a limited gun, other than the fact you put a red dot on top, it can only shoot minor. Or you can have a 40 cal iron sight gun and you're in the same division. It could change stage plans a little bit because of the added round capacity to the 9mm over 40, but you're also shooting minor. And then you're not creating a whole new division and you're not killing other divisions because you bring life back into limited.
Yeah, that's a huge difference though with optics compared to iron sights.
I mean, it is. I mean, I don't know. I remember watching a video. I think it was JJ talking. It's like, I think it was a video of JJ and Max, right? Max shot it with a red dot carry optics gun, and JJ shot it with the limited major gun, right? And it was a little bit different, but I think it kind of washed out the same.
Yeah, but that's also top 1% of people.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, now I think if you compared a master to a master, an A to an A, a B to a B, a C to a C, I think you could come down to the same conclusion. But I don't know. I don't necessarily know if it's a good idea to make a new division or if it's to try to breathe life back into another division before it's dead.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. Because, like I said, even myself, but that's also open completely to limited. it's a huge different ballgame.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pulling a lot faster, splits, transitions, shooting on the move is much easier. Pretty much everything is easier with a dot than it is iron.
Is it easier, or is it just easier to perceive the things with the dot?
Yeah, easier to perceive it, but you can always see the same things irons to dot, but the average person is not going to see that.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was Stagger one time I heard it say him that you're still seeing the iron sight go a little left down, you jerking the trigger. But with dot, you can fully see it where irons is just that slight
Yeah.
minimal.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's not as pronounced as with the dot, but I don't know. That's my idea. I think it could save limited without causing too much of a fuss. Because then what you do is, if you add, I think if you added another division, you're going to then water down the pool even more. So then these people at the big matches, they're gonna go shoot some other division, and that's what the one thing Carry Optics has going for right now is it's got all the participation.
Yeah. I mean, any local you see around here, it's freaking 30 people or something with CO, and then the rest is whatever, like 2, 3 for limited, 2, 3 for open, 5 for PCC or whatever.
Yeah, how many people usually go to your local match a month?
Anywhere from like 40 to 60. A couple of years ago, you used to hit 80,
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
remember.
we're somewhere up here, at least it seems like we're in that 30 to 40 mark.
Yeah.
But for some reason, we've lost a lot of shooters. But it could have been COVID. It can be financials. You never know nowadays.
Ammo prices.
Yeah. I mean, people are going to find ways to shoot, but they're not going to. They might have a local club that's close to them, but they won't drive very far anymore.
Local match serves now like 5, 6 matches on the same weekend with all in 2.5 hours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That have opened up in the past 2, 3 years.
Yeah. Now, with being in part of the North Carolina section, does the section try to dictate when matches can happen?
I don't really know, to be honest. I don't look into it.
Yeah. Well, that's fair enough. I know I'll tell you from experience up here, we as the section try to dictate how close clubs are to which day they shoot on. So you're not having the two clubs next to each other shooting on the same day. So you're not actually actively competing with each other for attendance.
Yeah.
Let's say we got one on this side of the state, one on the other side of the state. They can shoot on the same day because,
Yeah, they're hours away.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, I guess this is a decent question. How long is it going to take you to beat Rob Epifania?
I guarantee you, I know who that one was from.
No, that's not a question. That's my own question.
Oh,
I can only say it like that because it's how genre requires Rob Epifania to be said.
if he jacks up his knee, I got him. Let's go.
I mean, he's already got a bum foot. I mean, like, you should already have some on him.
Yeah, well,
And he's like twice your age. No,
I still suck, so.
yeah. There you go. I mean, you're pretty close at South Carolina this year.
I've been close pretty much every match. Just can't get that last couple percent.
Yeah. I don't know. You guys, like I said, looking through practice score right here, you guys were pretty close. Yeah, you had a couple more deltas and a couple more mics that day, but I think if you
Yeah.
didn't have those deltas and mics, you'd have been okay.
I kind of started out kind of rough. Then I kind of stopped caring per se
Yeah.
and just shot and ended up 3 or 4 limited stage wins by the end of it.
Yeah. Now, do you think every match starts that way? Does it always start rough, or is it just some matches start rough?
If most majors for me, for some, I get in my head and start out rough, then I stop caring to the point it's just kind of roll through it.
Yeah.
A6 is definitely an example of that one.
Yeah. Now, is A6 too early in the year, in your opinion?
I mean, depending on what states it's in. Because if it's in Florida like it was before Rowan,
Hmm.
then that's perfect weather. Going later in the year, then it's swamp.
Yeah.
So
Now, but do you think you should have? Would you feel better if you had like a level 2 and then area 6?
I mean, we probably could have planned it. I think Alabama was before A6
Hmm.
here, but we just didn't shoot it. I mean, they also had snow at Alabama, so if I
I
remember
mean,
correctly.
I mean, sometimes the southern states do get snow. I mean, the Mason-Dixon line does not stop snow.
I mean, you
I
can
mean,
hope.
as many people wish. It's like, oh, I just got to move south of this line. I'll be able to not have snow. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. I've got. It seems like all my majors for 2023 are like super early in the year.
I think mine are kind of spread out.
Yeah. What's your first one for 2023? Do you know yet?
Looking at practice for South Carolina.
Oh, South Carolina. That's already opened, isn't it?
Yeah, that's open.
How many stages are they supposed to have for South Carolina?
I don't know.
Well, maybe they should give you lots of stages. But do you end up ever working matches, or do you just kind of sneak by and shoot them?
Normally I shoot or at work NP, but this year I didn't because I had to go up to New York for something.
Oh, yeah. Way out of your element up in New York, I bet.
I'm actually from New York, so not really.
Oh, really? Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, born in New York.
So what made your parents move from New York to the free North Carolina?
I was sick, so I don't really know.
Oh, maybe you ask your dad next time, I guess.
Yeah, probably. And also to answer your question, it looks like they have 10 for South Carolina.
Well, that's not terrible. I mean, I think a level 2, a sectional match 10 to 12 is fine, I think.
Yeah.
But I think area matches should definitely have more than 12. Anywhere between like 12 and like 18.
Yeah, at the same time though, there's some areas that don't have the ranges that can hold that.
No, but yes, I understand this because not all ranges are awesome and be able to have.
I mean, Rowan can only hold 12.
Oh, well, that's not, yeah, they really can't double up anybody's, can they?
A couple, but not really a great thing to do.
Right. I mean, yeah, I agree. But I will say, like, what was it? Someone was telling me Area 7 this year was 10 stages, but that included chrono into the count. So it was really only 9 stages plus chrono.
NC was the same, but that's also level two.
Yeah. Well, level 2, level 2 a little different than a
Yeah.
level 3 area match. Like when you
Hey,
really want to be able to separate the cream from the curds from the whey,
yeah.
you want to have a few more
Uh,
stages.
well, with Chrono,
Oh, okay.
because I think we used the entire range
Yeah. The whole L configuration.
and the three up on top of the hill.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Have you or do you try to compare yourself to anybody really though when you're shooting? Like when you're shooting like a level 2?
I try not to, but I end up doing it anyways. Because
Yeah.
whenever I do, I end up getting my head and all worried about, oh, I didn't beat him or I wasn't close on this stage or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, South Carolina was a pretty good example of it, but I still held in. Shooting with Rob, we were kind of going back and forth.
Yeah. Would you rather have your heat with you or would you rather not be shooting with your direct competition?
Depends who that heat is. If it's like Todd Jarrett or something, probably not.
Hmm.
Like some top level guy, probably not. But somebody more my skill level, I would probably prefer them with me.
Yeah. I can understand that. Sometimes I would like to have my direct competition with me, but I also shoot when I shoot with my friends regardless.
Yeah, I mean,
So it's one of those things of like, okay, my heat is my direct competition is in my squad because I choose it because they're my friends, and bragging rights goes to the winner, not the loser, and the loser buys beer, or dinner, whatever was more expensive at the time.
Yeah, like South Carolina, before we knew Duda was shooting it, the direct competition, pretty much the top, I think John was still top five or something, all shot in the same squad for limited.
Yeah. Now, did Duda shoot on your squad, or was he on some other squad? No, did he?
Yeah.
So he like shot Sunday or something.
Yeah.
You shot on Saturday.
Saturday afternoon. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. So if limited dies, you're just gonna go shoot open.
Yeah.
Now, what happens if? Now, how do you feel about them if they want a lower power factor?
I mean, I don't really see that hurting so much.
Right. Yeah, the guns will last longer. It won't be as dangerous to the reloader or to the hands.
Yeah. The only thing is getting enough gas to work the comp 100%.
Yeah, that's for sure. You want to be able to still need enough gas to work the comp, but then at that point, it might be have to figure out new comp designs.
Probably, yeah.
Because now, do you run a 2-port or a 3-port comp on your gun?
I don't exactly remember.
Okay.
And this is the one time it's not in my room.
Oh, what the heck. Must be dirty. It needs to be cleaned.
I think it was put like Sunday, and I just haven't grabbed it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, is what it is, right? You just put it back and grab it next time, right? So, I guess I do have a couple more questions. Oh, this is a good one from Gil. Are there any lessons learned on the road to getting to a high level of shooting? Any good life lessons you've learned?
The amount of discipline you need to compete at the top is insane. You really can't just slack off and be at the top. Natural skill can only get you so far with this.
Yeah. Now, saying that, have you thought about, like a lifestyle journey, or a weight loss, or like workout routines kind of stuff, or no?
Kind of.
You're not too focused on it though.
Yeah, because I'm still young and
healthy. Darn you, child with no health problems.
Healthy-ish.
Yeah. But that's okay. In high school, did you play any sports?
No, not really. It was shooting 100%.
Yeah, so you don't have no. So where's your competitive nature come from then?
My dad.
Yeah.
Actually, both my parents.
Yeah. Now, did your parents play sports in high school or?
Dad played a lot of sports. He played basketball, volleyball. I'm trying to remember all the ones he told me. I think that's all I can remember at least was basketball and volleyball.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, it seems like competitive parents turn into competitive kids, and it's cool because then you can see the kind of the drive factor going on, right?
Yeah.
But so your dad's kind of doing some cool things now. What's he been dabbling with lately?
A laser.
Is it being a little excessive on what he's lasering? Is he lasering silly things at home yet?
No, I think he's working on slides now.
Yeah, he's not lasering like the spatula.
I don't know. I don't think we have a metal spatula for him to do that with.
I bet he would if he could, right?
Probably would, yeah. I'm surprised he hasn't gone as an old gun cabinet that's out there.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's lasering slides. Like, is he just like to accessorize them or?
Just like little designs on them, logos.
Gotcha. So superficial, really, right before they go to coating or after they've been coated.
I don't really know how I was planning to do that one.
Yeah. He's mostly been doing what, base pads though?
We have done a lot of base pads, a lot of wooden signs, coasters, key change.
Yeah, that's pretty cool though. Is that just like something he wanted to do on the side or something, or?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, something to keep himself busy. I mean,
yeah,
occupied, give him a little hobby besides shooting. But it's really nice when you have all these open gun mags and you're like, whose mags are these? Are they mine or are they Matt's?
And I mean, we share the mags, so.
What are you using MBXs or yeah?
I have Atlas for my limited gun though.
Yeah, is it because Rob gave them to you?
No, it was from John.
Oh, it's all John's fault. He had all the mags.
Yeah.
Yeah, now he's got his fancy new MPA masterpiece gun. It's kind of cool. Bougie. I think this is a what? Isn't it as a black and gold gun or something?
I don't remember.
I'd have to look up it on the internet now.
Yeah,
But yeah, so how many mags do you actually run on your open gun?
3.
You know, so do you have more than 3, or that's all you have? Or
We have 6, but Dad has 3. I have 3.
oh, okay, so a big stick and 2 short sticks.
Big stick, 155 and 140.
Oh, so one of each. Okay. Now, how often do you reload to the 155?
Rarely,
So you start with a big stick and then go to the 140?
unless I'm reloading a big stick,
Yeah.
because they're not really different. The reload 155 or 170.
Yeah, it's 15 millimeters either way, right? So from the 140 to the 155 or the 155 to the 170.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't have any 155s. I have all one set. I have
If I was to buy mags again, I wouldn't buy 155. I just
yeah.
don't use them.
Yeah, and that's what most people say. And that's when I was buying mags. I asked people, what mags are you using and what sizes? And they're like, 155s are meh.
It'd be different if that's all I had was
hmm
155, but I have 140, so
I mean, I can understand like shooting 155s in like IPSC. Like if you just wanted a set of IPSC mags and you didn't want to worry about a big stick of getting through, that was a 170 1.25. I can understand using 155s.
I didn't even know that was an issue. And it's like,
Yeah, because their flat measurement is 170. They don't give you the buffer of that 1.25.
oh,
Most manufacturers build it to that 170 1.25 because it's going to fit the gauge our gauge regardless, but the IPSC gauge it won't.
yeah, I don't really pay attention to IPSC rules, to be honest. So
Yeah. Any hopes of shooting the world shoot or no?
probably not. Let's be honest here.
Yeah. I mean, maybe if it was in the States, maybe.
Maybe if I somehow came on to a lot of money to do that.
Yeah. I mean, that's true. Now, um, have you do you guys reload your own 40, right? Or does John load all your 40 for you?
Look up first.
Yeah. John give you the special sauce then?
Yeah,
Oh, that's good.
all our components through John.
That's good. Now, what are you like on your open guns, jacketed hollow points or blue
Uh,
bullets?
we're running Camp Rose, which is pretty much jacket all points. Well,
Oh,
not
okay.
all jacketed.
The jacketed bullets. Okay, now open blue God, brains farting. Limited gun.
Boost
Yeah. Big chunky 180s or 200s?
180s.
Now, did you mess between the 200s and the 180s, or did you just always go with the 180s?
200s for a while, but Dad saw it with his gun. He could watch the slide go
Hmm.
with how slow the 200 would snap the sled, and 180 are just kind of right there.
Gotcha. So is that perceived slide movement. That makes sense. Let's see. Oh, what was something that current Matthew would like to tell past Matthew about shooting?
Have fun. Don't
Yeah.
let your head get into it. Don't
Yeah.
get mentally hurt whenever you're not improving or whatever.
Yeah. Do you feel that you aren't having fun, or is it?
There was two-ish. Actually, the year I shot nationals, after that I was not happy whatsoever. That's why I switched to limited partly as well.
Yeah.
I just was not. I shot 70% each major I shot that entire year. I could not get anything to quit.
Now, did you have unrealistic expectations for yourself, or?
That I think of. I mean, my goals for Nat was win junior, and be 85-ish percent.
Mm-hmm.
I was 77-ish percent, not even top 100. I knew I could do better, and I was just not happy.
Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah, now, I I don't know. I guess for me, it's my main motivation is just have fun.
Yeah,
And then honestly, like I don't know, like I shot some matches this year like a complete asshole. Like why did I shoot like that? And then I go and I refocus on one thing and I shoot like way better. I don't get what it is.
back
If
on
it's
my
mm-hmm.
freaking first day, I was not paying attention to my sights at all. I think it was 10-ish mics on the first day.
That's
If
rough.
you ask Rob, I was literally about to just pull out open gun and just shoot that the second day and get bumped to open and
Yeah,
not shoot limited at all.
yeah. Probably would have well, you still probably wouldn't have good results because of the first day it would drag you down.
It would have been even worse.
Yeah.
So the second day, I actually pulled it together. There were some stages I was top 3-ish in
Yeah.
limited, same time wise as Shane and them, but I just didn't have the hit, which that was also my first major of the year.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's always rough. That's for sure. Um so other than, mom and dad, who have been some of your biggest supporters?
grandparents,
Yeah. Did they ever take you to any matches?
no, because dad's always shooting with me. So
Yeah. Have they ever watched you shoot?
yeah,
Yeah. Do you think that's a cool thing? I mean, you never grew up like doing like sports in high school or anything, but like, yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool. I've had a couple matches where family members come watch and they're still really confused.
yeah.
I'm like,
I mean,
yeah,
it's still just great for them to come out, but it's not often they all come because whatever reason.
yeah, yeah. So, I guess this is a great question. I guess so. Miss Jessica, are you gonna beat her all this season? Are you gonna beat her all in 2023? No.
She beat me last match, but it was a class starter match, so
So is that an excuse?
she's not. I'm not letting her touch overall again.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay. She's doing it with a rifle, so you can feel a little bit better by yourself. Because you could let her win. Just remember your overall handgun, right?
Major, minor,
I mean, she does have a stock and like probably a pretty good trigger. But she's shooting a Lone Star, isn't she?
blood star.
Lone Star? Okay. But yeah, so she's shooting a rifle and I wouldn't they're not it's not a pistol match, it's a practical match. So
Yeah, well, I'm still not letting her win.
yeah, well there you go. That's always good. You can't let her beat you intentionally. That's for sure. So I got a couple more questions for you, but what do we got? Oh, what are some things that people can either start doing or stop doing to get better?
One of the biggest things is to stop doing is focusing, like comparing yourself to top guys if you're not at that level.
Mm-hmm.
In all honesty, because if you're like a B class, comparing yourself to top guys is just going to get yourself down on yourself.
Yeah.
Like you're just going to be, where am I losing that 5 seconds? Yada yada yada. But at the same time, you still want to watch them for stage plan wise and figure out what they're doing and why to then help your training out yourself and not 100% be worried about, oh, I'm not running the best stage plan, because stage plan isn't always everything with this.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of it is execution of it.
Yeah, I can agree with that. It's about how you might not have the best plan, but as long as you execute your plan well, it's gonna be better than you
There's
crappily executing like Shane's plan.
Yeah, there's been times where me, Jess, my dad would all have different stage plans, and we'd all run them, and we'd all be about the same.
Yeah.
But then there was a case like this weekend we shot. I think it was the lefty new classifier,
Yeah.
whatever.
Righty
Lefty,
tighty like lefty loosey or something.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
and I shot it completely different than everyone else. But then I shot it again after our squad shot,
Hmm.
and it was a 3 second difference.
So what way did you like better?
What? Well, the 3 second faster one. Or
Well, what was that for you?
so I ran it coming straight back to the right, left, and then up. Jessica, Dad, and all them shot the front, came back to one of the sides I don't exactly remember, and shot the left side.
Hmm.
And I was 15-ish, 14. Jess was 11. Whenever I reshot, I was 11. So it was a huge difference.
Yeah,
And
that's
a
pretty.
lot.
Yeah, yeah. I like those new ones. They're interesting enough, I guess.
Yeah,
There's the other one that's really weird that I think you got to set up. You got to pretty much go to like 4 positions or something to shoot this whole stage.
yeah, I didn't like that one.
It just seems very hard to set up for like the average club, or too much to have to worry about.
And also, it's so different for major versus minor.
Hmm.
The one that's all pretty much head boxes.
Yeah.
The no, open guy is just going to pull 2 Charlie and go. You're losing 1 point on each of them. Minor can't really do that.
No, minor can't because
So they're going to be a lot slower and probably less points because all you have is, I think it was like 2 inches of the A box in the body and the card,
hmm
something like that.
yeah.
So it's not competitive major versus minor at all.
Hmm.
Don't think they actually put that one as a classifier though.
Oh, really? Well, that's good then.
They may have. I don't exactly know. I remember seeing on Instagram people saying that they didn't, but
I mean, I
hell,
would agree with that because I bet not enough people set those up. So,
yeah, it's just not competitive at all for major versus minor. Like I think me versus Jess on it, she shot it faster than I did, but I had major, so I won the stage over her.
yeah. Well, I'm surprised they did add 6 classifiers this year. So,
Actually, looking at it, the top three were all major shooters on
yeah.
that. It was Dad, then me, then John.
Mm.
I had 10 Charlie, Dad had 7 and a Delta, and then go down to Jess, which was at 71%
Mm-hmm.
with 14 Charlie.
Hmm.
It's just not easy for minor shooters compared to major.
Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that being a big difference, for me going from shooting minor to shooting major.
You're going to have a huge time difference and huge point difference.
Hmm. Let's hopefully it goes in the right way, not the wrong way.
Exactly.
Yeah. I guess here's another one. Um, Obviously we know about our wonderful friends over at Outdoor Dynamics, but do you have any other sponsors besides John?
If I didn't say this, Dad would kill me. Make stuff better, which is all the laser engraving,
Hmm.
and then shooting sports innovation with Nathan Carter.
Yeah, Nathan Carter does make some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah,
The Kudalube, he just came out with that new, what do you want to call it? The new Mr. Bullet Feeder dropper thingy.
yeah. He
That's
has the
pretty.
alpha dropper for powder. I think
Hmm.
he has nitro fins. I'm trying to think of what else he has.
Got the Kudalube. You got David Lee Roth approved range towels.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think he has the 1911 grip stuff.
yeah, he's
Oh,
got those cool 1911, 2011 grip things.
SDS hammered.
Hmm.
But
It's got
that literally
those. He's
our
got
guy setting up matches.
Yeah, he's got the grips to the scale the fin grips.
Yeah, the scale grips.
Yeah, that someone's been saying that they think that they aren't going to be legal in IPSC next year, but see.
Yeah, I saw it and Nathan posted about it. I'm not sure how that's completely going on, but
Yeah,
I haven't really talked to Nathan about that.
yeah. Well, he's got some cool products. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, so everyone should go check out John at Outdoor Dynamics, Nathan Carter at Shooting Sports Innovations, and make stuff better. Does Dad have? Is it just an Instagram for Dad?
Instagram and a webpage and Facebook.
And so everyone can just go onto a website and buy things then.
Yeah.
All right, so everyone go there. Go to make stuff better. So we feel that Matthew obligated his dad and plugged his website. No, but yeah, Matthew, thank you for coming on, brother. It's been fun, and I've had fun. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. And listeners, thank you for listening. Until next time, get out and do things. I'll see you on the next one.